I'm challenging myself to make the Great British Bake Off's technical bakes from this year's Series 16. So first off, I'm tackling Paul Hollywood's Raspberry and Almond Fondant Fancies. And I'm using the recipe on the website, and the one thing that I noticed is that fondant icing sugar is not as common near where I live. So I did have to slightly reverse engineer the fondant icing by looking up a separate recipe. And I found that you can just boil water and some light corn syrup to make the water base, and then just mix that into regular powdered sugar to kind of make a substitute. I feel like there are some key differences that I don't know about just because I had to add way more water than the recipe said to make this thing like pourable. So I just kept adding water and mixing until this thing was pretty smooth. And finally, for the assembly, now that we have all the parts, oh, by the way, I have not watched the episode yet before making this, so I'm going purely off the recipe and instructions. I almost forgot to put that cutout sponge back onto the cube before chrome coating this whole thing. My fondant icing for the pour over was pretty thick, so it was a little bit hard to cover, but then the icing for the drizzle was way too thin, so it kind of looked like a little bit of a mess.
All right, let's try it. Love the almond flavor. The sponge is pretty dry, honestly.
Overall, I was pretty happy with the taste. It's just that the sponge was way overbaked, and I am so excited to follow along for this new season, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye!